You're gonna have to deal with negativity and rise above it if you want your life to be successful, if you want your business to be successful, okay? This world started out as a Garden of Eden, perfect, peaceful, abundant, but over time it's turned into the Garden of Evil, where it's imperfect, it's chaotic, there's scarcity everywhere, okay? But this video is not about negativity, it's about rising above it. Welcome to another episode of Self-Employed Success Secrets, Wednesday edition with me, your host Marcus. On today's episode, as I just said, we're gonna be talking about rising above negativity, okay? As you're watching this video, you're probably in a negative environment at work, you know, an environment characterized by gossip, procrastination, maybe some laziness, maybe some impropriety of some sort. And as David Schwartz said, he wrote the book, The Magic of Thinking Big. He said, everywhere around you, all around you, there is an environment that is trying to tug you, that is trying to pull you down to second-class street. Okay, I made a video about this called Live on First Class Avenue, not second-class street. So I'm not going to be talking about that. I'm just going to be talking about how we can rise above negativity. And one way you can rise above negativity is just being aware of it. Being aware that it's around, okay, because it is, okay? It's not far from you. So this goes to my next point. So why does this matter? Why does rising above negativity matter? It matters because you're gonna have to deal with negativity and rise above it if you want your life to be successful, if you want your business to be successful, okay? I use sports analogies, and now I'm one person I know that's successful, and once again, as I said before in previous videos, that's every successful person's had to overcome adversities and obstacles, okay? And so also too, there's no surprise in this video. Actually, there will be surprise, tune in. A good example is Cristiano Ronaldo, famous soccer player, grew up poor, you know. He moved out of his house when he was 12 years old, had a lot of adversity, okay? I'm telling you, every successful person has overcome some sort of adversity. And you're gonna have to do the same thing. And you gotta know that, hey, you have it within you to rise above it, that if other people have done it, you can do it too. And understanding that in the midst of difficulty, that there's opportunity, right? And the opportunities expand as they are taken advantage of. As Sun Tzu said, the writer of the book, The Art of War, okay? So, or he wrote that book about war, I forget what it's called, but it was something about, what was it? The Art of War, yeah, that's what it was. And so, just want you to focus on that today, knowing that you can rise above the negativity that's everywhere, okay? There's a saying for people who are self-employed, let's relay this back to being self-employed, is that there's no room for fear when you're self-employed. You can't be afraid. All right, let's use an example. Let's say you make fences. You're a fence maker, and you're like, you know what? This person's asked me to make a fence I never made before. That's negativity right there. You gotta deal with fear, you know, laziness, thinking that I don't have enough time, you know, constraints. You got to find a way to get past that, because you can't do it. You've overcome things in the past, you overcome them again, but just know that when you're self-employed, problems never stop. They just morph into bigger problems. Okay, and I've talked about this on previous videos, but I just want you to say, you can rise above negativity. You grew up in a not so good place, grew up in an abusive household, or, you know, grew up in a family full of drugs, you don't have to stay in that. Family full of violence, gangs, you don't have to stay in that. This message for you is that you rise above negativity. Okay, you can do it. And I'm gonna show you how in the next part. While we're here, let me touch on fear. Most fears are imaginary. Okay. Think about something that you're afraid of is probably not gonna happen, or things you've been afraid of in the past that didn't come to fruition. Okay. And the way to overcome, rise above this negativity, is to focus on the positive. You know, find time to be grateful. See what's working instead of what's not working. It's normal to just be like, hey, this isn't working, so let's just quit and give up. But it's not the case at all. Okay, you got a lot of stuff working for you. Focus on the positive, not the negative, and continue to use the assets that you have, the time that you do have. You might be thinking to yourself, I don't have enough time to do this. You do have time to do it, okay? That the opportunities all around you if you would just wake up to it, okay? And if you made it this far, you know, be ready for the surprise. But I really want you to listen to me today, is that you can rise above the negativity. How do you do that? You focus on the positive around you, get around positive people, and reinforce what's going on that's good. and continue to just try to make stuff happen, okay? You don't have to succumb to all the losing that's going on. Most people do not win in life, okay? Like I said, you're gonna have to rise above negativity to get to a good life, okay? Well, I mean, not negativity for being some poor. I've had times when people say no to you, they won't even give you a chance. You just keep swinging, know that somebody out there will give you a chance, or, you know, you got a whole bunch of work stacked up and you're like, how am I gonna get all this done? You know, you gotta figure out where you have time. Everyone wastes time, okay? Everybody wastes time. So hopefully you learn something from it. Rise above negativity, rise above the low vibrations of hatred and, you know, indecision and distrust, you know. Those are all negative things. Rise above those negative things and make your life better, okay? Look, guys, you can be a door or you can be a wall, okay? You can be a door for negativity to come in, or you can be a wall that stops negativity. Like, no, we're not gonna gossip today. We're gonna go back to work, all right? And so I really wanted to help you today, because you're gonna have to overcome hardships and pain, okay? Don't accept it, all right? And there's a difference between being truthful and being negative. If someone's telling the truth a lot of times is negative. Doesn't mean they're being negative. Being negative is being like, you just talking about people, you wanna see people fail. That's evil. And the world is not good. The world wants to see you fail. I don't wanna see you fail, okay? Rise with negativity, because you got so much going on. This is our surprise. You made it this far. This is a quote from Franz Kafka. He said, in man's struggle against the world, bet on the world, okay? Meaning that most of us are going to allow the world to encroach on us and thwart us from our dreams, okay? Meaning that in your struggle against the world, to get what you want, you have to be greater than the forces that are coming against you. Okay, you're gonna remember this when you're like, I wanna see this dream come true. And something in your way is gonna say no, okay? You've gotta see the good and what's working for you. Instead of the resistance, look at the assistance, okay? Because you can win. It's a struggle. Everyone has to struggle to get what they want. If you really want something valuable, you're gonna have to struggle. Especially being self-employed, you're going up a hill being self-employed. So I just want to leave you with that. And lastly, as always, unsuccessful people make decisions based on their current situations. But successful people, you hopefully make decisions based on where you want to be. Understand that you got to rise above negativity to get to where you want to go. I just gave you some tips on how to do that. Be positive, see the good around you, surround yourself with people who are trying to do good things in the world. And just understand that you're going to get out what you're going to get the energy, you're going to receive the energy you put out. And so just continue working and don't give up. When everybody else is giving, everybody else is losing, you don't have to lose. Okay, thank you so much. Bye.